Emily, just popping in to say hi. I know it's been a little while. I recently got back from my trip and I just wanted to say hello. And Leah from Fit and Fat by 40, I know I owe you a response video and I plan to do that very shortly. I'm just a little behind the game trying to play catch up from being gone. So, I'm excited to report that my trip went really well. And I think I mentioned earlier that this was going to be sort of the first test that I've really had being around a family who loves to eat and who kind of, the expectation is just when events happen or people are in town, that food is a main event. And that's, I think, common for a lot of families, and mine is certainly no exception. But things went really well, and I have to attribute part of that to my family and parents being really supportive. This isn't my first rodeo, so I have done diets before. This isn't really a diet for me. For me, this is more of a change that I have to make, or that I'm choosing to make. Not that I have to, it's what I want to make. So it feels a little bit different, but I understand that it's probably a little exhausting to people like my parents and my boyfriend when I go like on these different plans to try to be healthier. But that's part of the reason I'm doing this blog, is because I want to have some accountability and have somewhere where I know I have to be, and people who hopefully are watching this and want to see and check in on my progress. So that's kind of where that stemmed from. But yeah, the visit went really well. I may have had a little bit more than I should have eaten a couple days, but I really didn't go outside of sort of the MetaFast plan of eating the meals and then the regular sort of lean protein and vegetable options. And I still lost weight, which was like my number one goal, was to just, even if it was 2 ounces, I wanted to come back with a deficit. So mission accomplished. It went really well. Super supportive family and friends who just checked in with me and were considerate and respectful of the choice that I had made and didn't make me feel bad or silly for it. So it was great. It went really well, and I also stayed active. And one thing too that I wanted to kind of touch on was exercising in front of people, which is on my list of like things I never want to do. Exercise in front of people is at the top. And it's hard for me to muster up the courage to haul myself into a exercise facility, whether it's at a gym or the hotel, whatever. But I've actually done it twice now this month, on a couple of business trips and then personal. And it's been important to me to not hide, and important to me to this is what I'm doing for myself, and not worrying what other people think, or, it's not going to do any good, that kind of thing. So right before I left, I stayed at a hotel before leaving my hometown, and I just sweated out in the gym, and it was great. And so I'm really proud of myself for just, plugging in my headphones and going for it, and not worrying. So I think I've kind of expressed how I feel about exercise in the past, and it makes me feel good that I can kind of keep up with it even when I don't have access to the normal things that I have access to. So aside from that, things are going pretty well. I do actually have a true vacation coming up next week. So I felt like this was a good kind of test case for that. And so I'm looking forward to continuing my success on vacation as well. And it's funny, when I talk about support systems, I feel like I have a very strong support system. My boyfriend is great. He's supportive of me in general, but it's nice that he, doesn't give me grief if, we can't get pizza or beer, all the things I normally kind of go for. And then my friends are fantastic too. I've been really open with people, which is unusual for me. Usually I kind of do things like this in secret because of my fear of failing. But part of, I think, wanting to be successful is letting people know what I'm doing. And so, it's hard to tell people when you have stopped something or you quit something. And so that's kind of the reason why I've chosen to be so open about it with my friends. My girlfriends have been amazing. They're careful when we select restaurants. They always ask, oh, is this a place where we can go that you can find something? And here's a little like insider tip. 99% of restaurants will have something where you can get food when you're on MetaFast. I know some people feel like this is a social, I guess a social life death sentence, but it's really not. Like I eat out a couple times a week probably, and I always find things. Most restaurants have some kind of lean protein and a vegetable, whether it means that you're ordering a side salad or a side of asparagus. Ask for it. Ask them what they have. And if you don't see anything on the menu that you feel like falls into the plan, just ask. I've had them leave, sauce on the side or not cook it in sauce at all. I went to a sushi restaurant, which 80% of the things on the menu were rice, but I found a stir-fried dish, and I just had them put the teriyaki sauce on the side, and it was fine. It was delicious. I sprinkled a little bit over my food, so it was tasty, and I had really good chicken and vegetables. And so it's really, I think, sort of this mentality of like, oh, MetaFast, it's just shakes and you have to drink liquids. And it's not. MetaFast is not that. And trust me, like I know MetaFast has weak spots, but the fact that you can have a regular social life is, I think, pretty remarkable. So don't let that kind of be a deterrent to you. I mean, I have an active travel schedule. I have clients that I have to take out to restaurants. So eating out is not something I can abstain from. I have to do it. I can't, it would be awkward for me to open a packet of my shake in a restaurant and stir it up with my ice water. So, the option is there to eat out. So I would recommend that if that's holding you back, you kind of look into it. And so I'm going to keep this kind of short and sweet today. I do want to do a response video to Fit and Fab by 40, so I'll post that tomorrow. But I hope everybody's doing well. Hope your week is going well. Today's Tuesday, so I know we're kind of in the early stages of the week, but we'll get over that hump soon enough. So hope you're doing well. Take care of yourself, and I will talk to you soon. Thanks.